Women are not evil. They are selfish. Instead of looking at them as evil, just look at them as women, or better yet, children. So women are wired to survive at the end of the day. Women are wired to survive and make sure that their kids survive if they have them. So this isn't evil. This is just a survival instinct. And hypergamy is not selfish even. It's actually just survival, because you have to consider that in the days of the tribal sapien, women were at a wild disadvantage for even just surviving. They needed to latch onto a strong male mate, and the only way that they could find out if a dude was strong is by testing him. So women are not evil, they're selfish. Look, a lot of women are evil, don't get me wrong, but inherently no one is evil. Women are wired and inherently selfish. They are not wired to self-sacrifice. They are wired and have socially adapted to have others sacrifice for them, because their DNA has wired them to have this feeling or belief that they are the more biologically valuable. And this is actually true.
Oh, why are you dressed like that? You know girls are gonna stare.
Let them stare. I dress for myself, okay? I don't dress for anybody else. I don't need your approval. If you can't handle bad, then leave.
I'm finna teach you hoes something your mama should have taught y'all, but since she didn't hear the I am hoe, stop trying to use that as revenge. I don't give a what a did to you. I don't give a if he your mama, your grandma, and your sister on the same. I wouldn't give a if the fuck 1,000. Why the would you go use your as revenge? Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get the double standards. It's always gonna be a double standard, and this could go and they not gonna be you one outside of you're a hoe, and that's just what it the is. No, it ain't fair, but oh well, that's what it is. You're a woman anyways. Why the y'all keep comparing yourself to men? Y'all gonna piss me off with that. Y'all just wanna be, if y'all wanna be, go be. But stop claiming that y'all a woman, cause I don't like that. I'm over it.
Y'all love a skinny dude until y'all cuddling and the gets lost in the sheets like a goddamn remote. Y'all be spooning those motherfuckers, and next thing you know, you're holding on to the goddamn pillow. That disappeared in the comforter like spare change in the couch. Sis, you're laid up with an HDMI cord. Y'all love those twig motherfuckers until he disappears in your bed. Now you're hitting the top of the mattress like Alexa, find my boyfriend. Cuddling with a skinny dude sounds good until you roll over and can't tell if it's his leg or the drawstring from your pajama pants. Y'all can keep those dudes. Ain't nobody trying to be laid up with a charger, a match. And please, if you have a frail man, don't turn on your ceiling fan if you have one, unless you want a human tornado. Imagine being laid up with a toothpick. Like, it just never gave. I don't know. I mean, no shade to the skinny dudes. I mean, a little bit of shade, but I'm just saying.
Guys, listen, dating is changing and women are finally feeling it. Like, women are finally feeling it. Listen, the past 10 years, oh yeah, they had their pick of the litter. Guys were sending direct messages. Guys were double and triple texting. Guys were doing everything and anything to get a response back or to set up a date. Guys were actually actively initiating dates and trying to actually pursue and create relationships. And what happened? Women didn't want none of them. So now what's happened? Men have quit. Men don't approach. Men don't double text. Men don't do anything anymore. Men just build their purpose. Men just keep building their finances. Men just keep going back to the gym, and men have quit. Because what happens is you now have an entire generation of men that think they're unattractive. You have an entire generation of men that believe they're either not worthy, or they're unattractive, or that women just naturally don't want them. You know, you see all this stuff like, oh, women would rather have a relationship with their dog or an animal or a bear in the wild than they would a man, and all this stuff. Okay, that's what they wanted. That's what they claimed they wanted. Here we are. What you're going to actually notice, what's going to happen is women are going to most likely start within the next couple of years sending more choosing signals. Women are most likely going to start to pick up the phone and initiate phone calls first. Or what you're even going to see is women just might start even approaching first, because that's what we have actually came to now, is men have completely just quit. Some would say for good reason.
What does it say? Let me see.
That's a thing.
I know, but the saying.
Your meaning is it's showing injection.
No.
The tip of the injection.
It's the I promise part that makes it dirty.
You horny?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna make this quick because I have to go into a meeting. I have 3 meetings today. Okay, I'm going to make this quick because I have to go into a meeting. I have 3 meetings today. I've been in the corporate life for almost half my life. For context, I'm 40 years old. I have 2 children who are 11 and 7. And I fell for it. I fell for this thing where, go to college, get your degree. If you want to have kids, you can do it all. You can have a career, you can have kids, you can just do everything. Well, I don't want to do everything. I don't want to do that anymore. I fell for that. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for that. I want to take my kids to school. I want to pick them up from school. I want to be there when they get home. I want to chaperone for them, volunteer at school. I just want to go to the gym, clean my house, do laundry, go to the grocery store, and just be home. So do me a favor.
You have a lot of guys out there that have stopped spending money trying to impress these modern women. Stop spending my time, my resources, my energy trying to impress you. The only thing that it was really doing was making a dent in my wallet. That's it. I'm not getting anything from you. Not at all. And once again, we're not even talking about intimacy. We're talking about just being a normal friend. You know what I mean? Just being a normal friend. Like, what do I get for, being in a friendship with you? Like, do we share interest? Do you actually take an interest in the stuff that I take an interest in? Because I know you want me to like what you like. But what I get out of this, and usually the answer is, with a lot of these modern women, the answer is nothing.
If you shoot your shot at me, you should be pursuing me, okay? Which means you should be applying pressure.
Girl, I am not sending you no money. What the f? Every time I hear say apply some pressure, that means send me some money, and I don't got it for you, all right? And you got on a chase a bag shirt, and you doing a finesse 2 times head shake. Step off.
Calling you to say goodnight, bare minimum. Calling you pretty, bare minimum. Taking you on dates, bare minimum. Getting you flowers, bare minimum.
Not being ran through, bare minimum. Not having any children, bare minimum. Dating someone for who they are and not what they have, bare minimum. Not having your out everywhere on social media, bare minimum.
If you're moving from a small town or a smaller city with your man, you're gonna lose him. Atlanta is different. The culture here is different. Men have never been exposed to this many beautiful women in one city, for real. But to see this many beautiful women and the way they are thirsty, the way they will come onto your man and throw themselves at your man's head is going to spin. He's going to start acting funny. He's going to start moving funny because he's going to be exposed to things he has never been exposed to in the little city or town that y'all are from. Do not move to Atlanta with your man unless you want to be single. And ladies, I'm giving you this word of advice because I've had client after client tell me that they moved here to Atlanta with their husband and lost their husband. I even have family members and family member in-laws who have moved here with their husbands from other states and lost their husbands within the first 5 years of being here. So unless you want to be single, don't move here with your husband. The relationships, you giving your relationship a sentence by moving to Atlanta with your man.
I think she got some points. It is, the culture is here different in Atlanta. Everybody's flashy. A lot of people here is supposedly successful millionaires. The strip club culture is crazy here. It is a lot of beautiful women here, but at the same time, you don't know if that's a man or a woman with this makeup. You could be playing with something that you don't know. So I just tell you, man, if you love that person, they love you, and they for each other, they love each other, they'll be all right.
You know what? That's because she holding me back. You ain't saying nothing, and you lucky they holding me back. Bro, hold on, what's up, bro? They keep going, bro. And I promise. She glad she right there, bro.
So I just left the restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time.
Sir, the problem is you too nice. See, she wanted somebody that treated her like poop that she had to chase after. See, she wanted somebody that treated her like poop that she had to chase after. So you scared her away with the niceness.
You know, I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that, I guess, is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday.
And you will find somebody that appreciates the small, big, all kind of things that you do. Don't give up. Just keep going.
Father, I'm trying to do everything that's right, and I can't just get stood up. Like my feelings didn't even matter. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares about people.
You know that saying, good guys always finish last, is so true. And she'll be the main one over here complaining, talking about it ain't no good men out there. But she could at least gave you the respect of telling you, hey, I'm not gonna come. Like, don't waste my time. Don't have me to take time out my schedule to show up for a date and you just ghost me. Like, damn, girl, at least say I'm not gonna come. Like, at least I'm gonna respect that more than you just not showing up. Damn.
So I asked my husband what he would do if he saw me in a store before we ever met.
I know a lot of these modern women want a man that has it all together, but these women are not cut out for that type of man. They're just not. They're not cut out to be with this type of man. I want a man that's 6 foot. I want a man that's 6 figure, 6 pack. I want this, I want that. I mean, and you know, really honestly, truly, my God, if a man has a certain level of money or status, I would submit to you that man don't even have to be 6 feet. He don't even have to be. If I can get the access to his network and create something for myself. Modern women are so selfish. So if they can get the access to your network and they can create it themselves, then they might just do that. A lot of modern women want the total package because they don't want to do any work. But if I can get access to your network, bare minimum, then I'll go ahead and do the work and then just leave you behind. Oh, it just really didn't work out. That's what they'll do. Right? So, I mean, you just give me the status and I'll take it from here.
He's not hurt because you left. He's hurt because he was wrong about you. He's hurt because he saw something in you that wasn't there. What really hurts is that he gave you a place in his life that you weren't capable of holding on to yet. What hurts is the time, the energy, the loyalty invested in a person who couldn't meet him at that same level. That's why you won't see him begging for you. You won't see him chasing, pleading, or trying to convince you to come back. He just is not going to do that. He saw the sign, and that's all that he needed. He won't negotiate his worth, and he will not argue for respect. It's either there or he's gone. That's it. And he won't stay where he's treated like a maybe or a second option. He won't come back to fix what fell apart on a foundation that was never solid to begin with. The real loss isn't you not being in his life anymore. It's him realizing too late that you never meant to build anything with him in the first place. That is the harsh reality check. And once he sees that, he learns his lesson. It might hurt, yes, but he will not make that same mistake again, ever.
I don't know who need to hear this, but black women, you don't love your hair. You don't love your hair. You don't. That's why you don't want to wear it. That's why you wear wigs. Our hair is forever going to be hard to maintain. And so these beauty supply stores are going to make millions of dollars. These hair benders are going to make millions of dollars because of us black women not loving our natural hair. How is these protected hairstyles when it's ripping out the front of your hair or ripping out your edges? Then you're doing protected hairstyle that's giving you bald spots in each and every way too. Black women, you do not love your hair, and that's why you wear the wigs. And that's coming from a black woman who didn't love her hair because her hair was nappy, and that's why you wear the wigs. And that's coming from a black woman who didn't love her hair because her hair was nappy. And I got 4C hair, as you could tell. I'm starting to embrace my natural hair because it's time to change. It's time to bring back, this is what black women are. This is what we are naturally. We are beautifully and wonderfully made. We are created like this. We need to embrace it. It's 2026. Get rid of the wigs.
Hey, bruh, don't ever give up your career or your business for a woman. I used to know a Chinese guy here in California 25 years ago. He used to own a bar with his brother, and according to him, it was rolling in money. But after he got married, his wife is a Buddhist, and she's not comfortable with owning a bar because it's against her morals, alcohol and all that stuff. So she pressured him to sell the bar. So this Chinese guy sold his interest to his brother. And at this time, he was working at a company that I used to do business with. And, he was 40-something at that time and still couldn't buy a house. He was renting. Nothing's wrong with renting, but I'm just saying. Then, 6 months later, his boss was telling me that he went to a trade show and used the boss's credit card to buy some gifts for his wife using the boss's credit card. And, don't ever do that. You are the man of the house. You're financially responsible for your family. You need to make the financial decision. So at least if it turns out bad, it was your decision. Okay? The girl can always leave to find another man. A man in middle age ain't gonna find a woman with no money.
Would you rather have us for one night or end racism?
You guys.
Failed. You failed, black man. Fell for the trap. You think those was just regular promiscuous white women? No, those were CIA agents. You're done. Stand for something and stop falling for white. That's how they got us on that boat.
If you think you're holding out, wait until tonight.
This message is for my future husband and my future husband only. If I'm in the kitchen making you pancakes, eggs, and bacon and all that other good stuff, and I'm half naked looking good while I'm scrambling up your eggs because you like them with cheese, yeah, I know how you like them, soft with cheese, I got it. And you don't take your right hand and put it against this cheek, I want a divorce.
What's funny is that a lot of these modern women are giving dating advice, but their dating lives are a disaster, to be honest. They're a disaster. These modern women, their dating life is not good. It's not good. You don't want to be around these women. These women, they keep on going on first dates and they don't get anything else out after it. I'm looking for a companion. Women going on 50 first dates. Women going on a date for every month, or for every day, I think is what I heard at one point in time. Every day of every month is crazy work. Is crazy work. Just out here. Well, I'm doing it for research purposes. No, you're doing it as some sort of weird challenge. And modern women will get to the end of that challenge and beat and found nobody. And this is why body count matters. Because that's reckless behavior. And I'm not saying that you're sleeping with any of these guys. I'm just saying this is the type of mindset that men are looking for when they ask you what your body count is. Because you'll go out there and just do it for the plot. I'll go out here and mess with this man for the plot. I'll go out here and be with this guy or do this for the plot. I'll go out here and be out all times of day and night for the plot. I don't like that plot. I don't like that storyline. I don't like where that's going. Pass.
There's a whole generation of men in their 60s that have no idea that their wives are planning on packing their bags and leaving them. Maybe I would just be better off if I was single. A lot of women are having that conversation with themselves.
And I find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer. Let it breathe. There will be an answer. Let it
Secret to a happy marriage. We've been married 61 years. Okay. You want to know the secret? Yeah. What's this? Blowjobs.
I'm in here doing laundry, and I be seeing that trend about like, oh, who gonna come save me? Ain't nobody gonna come save me. Let me tell you something. You know who gonna come save you? A black man. I don't know y'all experiences. Don't be in my comments hooping and hollering about your baby, because I'm not talking about them niggas. You understand me? I'm talking about the ones that show up. I have been in airports and black men have rescued me. I have been at gas stations and been harassed by a black man, and it was a black man that stepped in and saved me. My husband and the men that are connected to him, I could literally be stuck in snow, rain, sleet. When I tell you all it takes is a phone call, tweet, text, and they coming. My brother would move heaven and earth to come and get me. I'm just saying that thing. Like, there's like not one thing that they wouldn't do to rescue and or provide. Like, nobody loves you or saves you like a black man. That thing feels so good, you know? Like, you ever had the full attention of a black man? That thing, child. You be ready to get him pregnant. I'm telling you right now. Black men just have this power, this prowess, this essence that is just, they gonna save you. You know what I mean? They just don't get enough flowers. Well, I love the black men in my life, and they always step and show up and show out for me. My husband is the greatest black man that has ever walked the face of this earth. Do you understand me? I'm talking about in the history of human beings. There ain't another human being as wonderful as that man. You understand me? Yeah, a black man gonna come. And let it be his children. Child, he coming.
It's gonna sound so ridiculous and so white girl-ish.
Let me hear it.
But I would say I've been like this basically since I knew I was attracted to men.
Yeah.
That I kind of was attracted to a darker skin color.
Say that again. What kind of skin color was you attracted to?
Darker skin.
Black man, we win again. We are the creed. We are the superheroes of the earth.
I used to play soccer, right?
Okay.
And there is not a lot of black men in Denmark.
Right.
We have a little bit, but it's not like here.
It ain't American black.
No.
It ain't the same.
At all. So, like, looking back, I'm like, where did I get this, like, itch from?
It's an itch. Ooh, can I scratch it? No, sorry.
It is. No, and then I realized, like, my whole life I've been so into music, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, MTV music videos and MTV Cribs, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I think, like, underlining in my brain have, like, constantly, like, put that in there.
Yes.
When I then came to America, I was completely, like, baffled. I was like, oh my God, it's really like this.
Oh, for sure.
Bye. See you later. Took him out to eat, let him hit, sent him home in an Uber, just like they do to us. Let's see how he likes it.
Bro, I just had the best night ever. She fed me, and then she actually paid for my Uber. Can you believe that?
I think I'm taller than you.
No, you're not.
Let's see. You are not taller than him. Not even close. No.
Are height expectations a reality?
Yes. I know so many girls, people even in my close circles, I won't date him because he's short. You will miss out on a good man, on the love of your life, because you're so focused on the shallow things that cannot... What will height do for you? Really? Yeah. Really? Very true. It's just that you want to look good on the outside. But apart from that, what else does height do? Let's be for real, for real, for real. Then going back to that video, like, the Delulu is not the Salulu.
American men, we keep trying to change the terminology to make American women feel, we use submissive, yeah, I don't like that.
You say you want a woman to be submissive. Like, I'm never going to be submissive to a man. I'm never going to be submissive to a man.
Now we try to say, okay, let's go with cooperative.
What was your problem with the word cooperate?
That's like you telling me what to do. Like, I have to cooperate, I have to listen to you. It was never given that. It was never given that.
Can we get the textbook definition of the word cooperate?
It says involving mutual assistance and working towards a common goal. So
we can cooperate together and make...
10 brutal truths. 4. Number 1, there is no such thing as an emotionally unavailable man. You're just not good enough. Number 2, your career barely matters. Number 3, your degree barely matters. Number 4, the more kids you have, the lower your expectations should be. Number 5, you are a depreciating asset. Number 6, your biggest competition isn't another woman, it's his solitude. Number 7, your friends keep you single because misery loves company. Number 8, there is a younger, hotter version of you. Number 9, if you think you're being used, you are. And number 10, you don't have high standards. It's just easier to disqualify men than it is to face the fact that you can get a guy to you, but you can't get a guy to marry you.
My husband is mad at me because he walked in and he saw that I'm making breakfast, and I told him that this was for me and my daughter, and that if he wanted some, he needed to cook for himself. I told him I was not going out of my way to make breakfast for him. This is only for me and my daughter. Like, if you're that hungry, there's a McDonald's down the street, or there's eggs in the fridge and there's bacon and you can make it yourself. He's acting like this not cooking for him thing is brand new. I gave him a list of things that I don't do the day that we got married, and he was okay with it. So what's the problem now? I told him, if you don't want to cook, you could wait and see if there's any leftovers. If there's leftovers, go ahead and eat. If there's no leftovers, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to figure it out. But I am not gonna cook for you. It's not my job to cook for you. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I'm doing scrambled eggs. He wants a fried egg. No, I'm sorry. That's too much work for me. I'm not gonna do it. So my husband decided to drain our joint bank account and leave me after so much controversy on my videos. I guess he got, wind of the videos, and yeah, he drained our bank account, and he has told me that I have to leave. At first, I thought he was the one that's going to be gone and that I was going to be able to stay here, but he returned and he said that I need to pack up my things and go. I told him absolutely not, because I have children and me and my children are not going to be in the street. So I told him that he has to evict me. And the one that gave him this idea of leaving me was his birth giver. Yes. His mother was the one that gave him the grand idea to leave me.
Did you guys know men are going to therapy now? You guys support men going to therapy? I want them to stop. Men are going to therapy and getting so smart and learning that we're the problem. And that's stressful because they're coming home now and asking us to do dumb like respect their boundaries. And that's stressful because that wasn't the plan. You were supposed to go to therapy to learn to respect my boundaries while I openly invade yours. They know all of our terms. They know what gaslighting means. I wanted to gatekeep that word. Because women, we say men gaslight. That's our thing. We tell them that they gaslight, but we gaslight. And we all use the same thing to do it, right? We use our periods. Whenever we're feeling a little emotional, a little upset, or one thing goes wrong, we say, hey, go easy on me. I'm about to start my period, right? And then when they correctly remind us that that's logistically impossible because it just ended, we say in unison, which means it's about to start again, don't concern yourself with women's health, right? But they're in therapy, they know our tricks. I tried it the other day and my boyfriend was like, Jasmine, I think you're gaslighting me. I was like, whoa. That's a big word for someone that still puts their dish next to the sink. Are you single too? I am not. Yeah, wait. We have follow-ups though. Hold on, before I put you on with my Asian sis, why now?
Because the dating scene is rough, and I had to break up with my ex-girlfriend because she was crossing boundaries.
Oh, this therapy.
what type of delusional drugs they taking, but they got it.
Masculinity has nothing to do with emulating men. Folks look at us and they say that because we're masked, we're just women dressed in men clothes trying to be men. Not true. First of all, I bought those clothes, so they're mine. Second of all, that's how I feel comfortable in my presentation. I'm walking authentically as myself.
Yeah, and you're walking as an elderly woman.
Not as nobody's man, nobody's this, that, but as Pat.
I feel like butchness is devoid of masculinity. We are not connected to them. We're not trying to emulate them. We're creating our own culture and our own way that we feel good that's separate.
I think I dress like this because I'm comfortable dressing like this. I've had to wear dresses for weddings and it's brutal. It's not me. I'll rock it if I have to. Absolutely. I just feel comfortable in, t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. Men clothes is comfortable. I got my sweatsuit on, sneakers, hat. Yeah, I'm chilling. Comfortable.
Call it a day.
People conflate masculinity with maleness, and I don't think that's like a fair description.
Man, what the? So now y'all changing definitions of masculinity? Like what?
A lot of it is an energy, right?
Right now the men trying to copy us.
Well, they see us doing it better than they can.
I would never get down there again.
I'm honestly trying to understand when she says she's doing it better than they can. Like, are you serious? I think it's the other way around. I think men who try to be women are doing it better than y'all can. But that's besides the point. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have in our world today, especially in America. We have old, elderly women. We have a Jackie Chan, Asian-looking chick. We got a short leprechaun, rock and roll looking. And the other white girl who was talking, she just looked, I don't know, thinking that they're better than men, and they think that masculinity doesn't tie into men's attributes and behaviors. But they want to frame it in how they want to frame it and make it look suitable for society when it's not. I'm not going to lie, if World War III started now, I would be happy, blow the whole up, and start the world over again, because what the is going on?
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
I'm about to be extremely vulnerable because this might help someone. My parents were married and then they had me. I guess their marriage was difficult, so they later got divorced. So I used to be with my mother 1 week and then I'll go be with my father the next week, okay? So back and forth. 1 week, my dad never showed up to come and pick me up. I sat by the door, literally waiting and waiting. He never showed up. The following week, I did the same thing. I did this for months, okay? He never came, so I felt so rejected, okay? I still quite literally turn into that little girl. When I talk about it, it has changed the trajectory of my life, okay? So I didn't find out until literally recently as an adult that my father did not abandon me. My mother cut him off because she was afraid that he was gonna take me from her.
There's a special place for people like that. People that keep their children away from the father or the mother. But in this specific situation, a woman that keeps the child away from the father, especially if the father's done nothing wrong. The father wants to be there, the father wants to be available, and you're just holding them away from their dad because you are a chingada. Special place in for you. It is not the kid's fault. You don't like the guy. Fine, whatever. But you decided to have a child with this person. And in order not to mess up your child, you could tell this girl, this woman's still jacked up from her past. In order to not mess up the child, allow them to see their father. It's already enough that y'all split up. Because remember, listen, I will always say this. People talk about privileges here, privileges there, privileges here. The main privilege that I feel is the number one privilege is parental privilege. Having two parents in a household, bro, you motherfuckers don't understand what that does. I don't really think they do. I had both parents in my household. My wife had both parents in her household. It's a big deal. It's not everything, I'm not saying, but it's a big deal. That's why we are striving and working on our relationship to make sure that she has a two-parent household, because it's very important. So yeah, don't stop doing that stupid. I see that all the time. Stop doing that dumb. Just because you're spiteful of the person. Put your ego aside and think about your child. Now, the person doesn't want to be there, that's a different story. But if the person wants to be there and you cut them off, yeah, special place for you.
What be wrong with some of y'all? Food discretion is advised.
Excuse me from earlier. No. Girl.
So let me get this straight. You take your hard-earned money and go and purchase an engagement ring. You go to this auditorium where you know Keke Palmer is going to be, and you say to yourself, I'm just gonna go up there and propose. And in your mind, she's gonna say yes? You psych yourself up and you tell yourself, I'm gonna go up there and propose to a woman that I don't know. And I know she don't know me. And really think to myself that she's gonna say yes. This clearly has the IQ of a pair of work boots, because that doesn't even make sense. What? And then have the audacity to turn around and share your delusion with the crowd. She wants to say yes. What the are you talking about? My guy, for all we know, you're a creep. You're a stalker. You're deranged. It's creeps like this we don't need in our ecosystem. Creeps that create parasocial relationships with celebrities. Show up to where that celebrity is at and think, oh, because of the way I feel, you feel the same way. I've been supporting you for so long, so you must know who I am. I don't care what nobody say. There's nothing more scary than a deranged fan. And someone going to the extent of buying an engagement ring. Mind you, they've never met you. They don't know you. Showing up to your place of business ultimately and proposing in front of everybody has to be considered deranged. Now, fortunately, they did escort him out the auditorium, but Keke, watch your back. There's creeps out here. And ladies, please don't procreate with these types. Allow natural selection to do its job in the worst way for him, because that's creepy. But you know, I know he ain't gonna listen to shit I just said. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
So I believe that men should be able to decide what they want to do, and especially if they choose to be a stepfather to a single mother, right? But I need men to also realize that this era that we live in with modern women is not the same era as it was, let's say, during my grandmother's or even my mother's time period, right? Because during my mom's time period, a woman would be overly grateful if a man decided to step up and be a stepfather, because she had enough common sense to know that it was not that man's responsibility, and she actually lucked up, right? During my grandma's era, it was very rare for a woman to even have a child outside of marriage. And if she did, she went down south, had the child, and came back married, right? So we're in different times. And that's why I always say that we need to bring shame back, because we have pretty much, especially in the Black community, just accepted that being a baby mom and being baby mom left and right is just a thing, and it's okay. And it really, really isn't, because we're creating broken households. But outside of that, though, going back to the stepfather topic, right? It's a different era, right? So first things first, what I have definitely observed with a lot of modern women today is that modern women are super ungrateful and they're selfish. And a lot of times when they choose a man to be the stepfather and to come in and play that role, it's never their first option. Meaning that they really, really want to be with this man over here, but because this man over here, won't add any value to their life, they're not going to step up and be a stepfather, and so on and so on. Now, all of a sudden, they decide that they want to be with the safe option. And a lot of times the safe option is a man that they may have known for years, that, they just kept on orbiting or rotating around one another. And this man always wanted to be with her. And she would always put her foot down and say no, because she was too busy running after men that was no good for her, or men that she felt as though she wanted to be with. And now that you have this life-altering decision that you decided to make, such as a child, now all of a sudden you want to pick the safe option. I need men to really, really sit and assess and say, is it worth being a stepfather? Because 9 times out of 10, you are not that woman's first option. You are the safe choice. And you never want to be the safe choice because she doesn't really want to be with you, but she's just settling to be with you because you're beneficial. You'll be the stand-up guy. You'll help take care of her child. You'll help pay some of her bills, and so on and so on. And so it's a win-win situation. But in reality, when she goes to sleep, she actually wished that she was with the man that wouldn't have done any of the things that you're doing instead of you. I need you guys, or men, I need you to really think about this.
A lot of these modern women continue to rely on the coping mechanism. He's intimidated by me. He don't want to come talk to me, so he must be intimidated by me. No, he's not. He's not even worried about you, so he must be intimidated by me. No, he's not. He's not even worried about you. You're nothing. modern women, once you start to realize that, hey, I might not be anything special. I might not be that special. Pretty good person, but I'm not that special. The world doesn't revolve around me. She's not necessarily intimidated by you. Maybe he just saw that you were not really a good person to be around. And he decided, for his sake and for his sanity, I need to go in a different direction. I need to do something else. Maybe I'll keep my money and spend it on stuff that's actually going to benefit me.